So
So
this, but for me, I'm curious, and I don't know enough. And we've talked a little about this, but I don't know enough about the movement to know about, for example, are there alumni networks across colleges that now exist?
I don't know if there are alumni networks across the colleges. I know that there are meetups, right? And there are groups online for different online communities. I know Chew is FI, there's an online
Right.
space
But again,
and a
a
lot.
great way to sort of tie what we're talking about is exactly this, right? So it
Yeah,
may be that
absolutely.
FI actually goes back to alumni centers, says to folks, "Hey, we'd like to do a bagel coffee hour and meet any kid who wants to understand what it is." Like that might be a cool thing that
That's
somebody
super
wants to
cool.
do. To say, yeah, I want to go into all these places. I want to go meet these freshmen because we don't do enough of this stuff generally, and I want to tell you about what this is like. So I think there are opportunities to then make that same connection we were talking about around different career paths and information interviewing that is just around this, saying, yeah, you can extend this. So go feel free to talk to the architect who now is fully in the fire movement because they were done by 38.
Yeah.
You want to know about all that. You want to understand what it means to be an architect for 17 years, but you also want to know what's it like to actually have true financial independence. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
So I think there's ways to make this intersection between how would I begin to learn about that, and even ways to actually for some of these kids to begin to think about the curiosity question. The information interview that actually is around this. So you're not asking how much money do you make, but you
Right.
are asking what are the values that lead you to the life you have. And the more you had somebody on the professional side who really got this, they understood it at 19 is when they were born into the movement. And again, they worked 20 years and now they really do live the life they want to live.
Yeah.
Um, and so I think there's opportunities here to tie these two things together. And it may be that you're bridging alumni centers to begin to think about this. Like they should care about this, right? So if I'm a college admission or alumni network, I want students to know about this because I want them to have the best life they want to have, the choices they make, the paths they
Yes.
set for themselves.
Yeah, sure.
Uh, and what I worry about. I mean, I talk about to many kids who've done information interviewing will come back and say these people seemed miserable. I don't want to be miserable, and that's
Mm,
partly they're handcuffed exactly the way you've described, right? They
forever
can't
trading
leave.
time for money.
That's all they're doing,
Yep.
and so they're miserable. And I don't care
Yeah.
what the profession is,
Yeah.
and yet they're stuck
Yeah,
because they
that's
have
right.
not. I mean, so both would be really. I mean, it's a nice way to bridge this in a way that I hadn't thought of until we actually were talking about it.